Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. We're back into Fortnite, the ever-popular Battle Royale that's now available on Nintendo's hybrid console. And it is available in its full as far as the Battle Royale section of the game goes. You can play solo, duos, squads, 50v50, v3. Sniper Shootout is a limited time mode that's going on right now, and they do different kinds of modes all the time. There's battle passes, you can unlock lots of items, there's challenges, you can buy items from the shop. You know, we got a full store and everything like that. We're going to jump in here, but first, if you want to invite me to play Fortnite, I always like to do this. There you can find my friend code, and Minecraft and stuff on here too. Because this does have crossplay too, which is really nice. You can kind of see that in the top right there, just how it's set. I'm going to do a solo match to showcase the game, and then a squads afterwards based on how long the solo takes. So basically, yeah, they've got the full experience on the Switch, and it's not bad in terms of visuals, which is impressive. I was initially worried, as I am with most games that get ported over the Switch, but Epic really has done an amazing job with this game in terms of basically the crossplay and the porting it to all the different platforms. So this one you're going to be able to play with others, Xbox, PC, phones, mobile devices, but not PlayStation, obviously, because they are not interested at the current time. So as you can see, it actually loads really well. The whole map is there. There's no really pop-in except for the first few seconds. And that's really impressive. It even looks better when it's in the handheld undocked version, which is, not too surprising, honestly. And I'd say visually this looks alright. I usually play this on the Xbox One X, so we are getting up to the 4K resolution, and this obviously does not come close to comparing, but as its own standard entity, it's actually pretty good looking. It doesn't look terrible on a TV. It's a little bit rough around the edges, on some aspects of it, but for the most part, it's impressive. I mean, look at that. Great draw distance. You get that even when you're on the ground, and yeah, the textures don't look too bad either. It is toned down considerably, but I'd say it's a really impressive effort. Now, the one crippling issue with the game is the fact that the servers are absolute garbage. Seriously, I have not played a game yet where it hasn't been all over the place. You'll see it as we continue to kind of play along here. So in the Battle Royale game, because remember there is a core version, but this is just like the Battle Royale on here. It's kind of taken over the core game, which is sort of sad because the core game is actually really interesting. You drop in, either alone or groups of people, friends, whatever, randoms online. You go down, you parachute in, you collect loot, and then you go and kill other people and try to be the last one left. That is the whole game. It's great for people that want to jump in and basically not have to have any dedication to the game, if that makes sense. You don't specifically need to invest a lot of time in it because, everyone's even all the time. There's, nothing to fall behind in. And they're constantly adding new content and doing all sorts of cool things. So what makes Fortnite really interesting, at least in my opinion, is the fact that you can also build things. So you can collect materials such as wood or stone, and you can create like walls or platforms or stairs, and it's kind of an extra dimension. That's from like the cooperative aspect of the game that was sort of, scrapped or edited or tweaked, basically, for the Battle Royale to take over. It's really neat though, because you can literally destroy anything as you're seeing here. This is taking a little bit. Just kind of want to show it off. We're not doing well because I haven't got any weapons, and then you can go like this, and you can, build a platform. We gotta change the material. Do we not have the materials? I don't know if I can actually build on this because it's not on level ground. Oh, there we go. And you can see it get built. And then you've got this platform that you can jump on that I totally messed up on. But you get what I'm trying to say is you can build things, and that's really helpful in this type of situation. Cool. So we've got this large map, and you can also like pin, little spots on it if you want to leave your marker, and then your teammates can kind of know where you're supposed to go, and it's all color coded. It's a pretty large map. You can zoom in. They've worked really well to make the terrain more dynamic and biome based as you go, so each area feels more distinct, and you can remember it based on that. I thought it was fine before, but they've definitely, I'd say it's an improvement what they've done with it as far as making the areas feel special. You can hide as like bushes. You can actually like put on a bush cover. It's cool. There's shields, there's guns, there's grenades, there's tools, there's wacky things that they've added. I've kind of not really done too well this match because I've got just a pistol, but I'm not dead. So you're trying to keep in the ring here because, basically a storm is coming and it pushes players inwards, and that keeps the matches going. I've noticed on the Switch people tend to die a lot faster because I'm assuming it's newer players playing it, because it has been about for so long, but the game has done insanely well in terms of support on the platform, which is spectacular. You just can't stop this game. It's everywhere, and it's a great example of what can be done with crossplay. And I think for that exact purpose, it's an important game in the industry because it's showing that, oh jeez, the lag is this, that crossplay is something we can do. But it literally feels unplayable at times. Like basically any time you're near someone, it becomes unplayable, just based on you like popping through like areas and walls, and it's the servers are just absolutely garbage in this, because I should have killed that guy no problem. The controls do feel good. I mean, with the Joy-Cons, I don't have a problem with it. I know some people like the traditional controller layouts, but I do actually really like the Joy-Cons and how easygoing they are. Crazy pricing for stuff, but when you're free to play. So you can also, like I was mentioning, crossplay, so you can play with your friends on other platforms, which is really nice. That obviously, needs work and so forth, but the framework and such is there to make that completely supported, and that's awesome. I assume that is the future of gaming, just being able to play your game wherever you'd like, with whoever you'd like, and that's nice. Here's like the starting hub area. See, the strange thing is it's kind of all right here, and then when you get into the match, it becomes really awkward, which is just, I don't know, I think it's just the servers can't handle it on the Switch. I personally will not pay for their online, but, whatever, maybe at some point they'll make it more enticing. I just haven't really been sold on it on the Switch at all. There's been no multiplayer game that's really run too well. Wow, it took a while for my collider to show up. But I'm like a mix of impressed with what they've done here. Because remember, servers can be fixed, they can add, and they can improve. But the performance is something that's usually a little bit trickier in games. And they actually really have that down, I think, perfectly well here. It's not like the most pretty looking of games, but they've kept their visual style really well. And I didn't think they've had to actually sacrifice too much to get this running in a way that, is going to be something the players are acceptable with and fine with. Acceptable with. I know, I find this completely acceptable in terms of, being something that's easy to play and enjoy. Even on this, and it's nice that you can just kind of take it on the go with you, even though it is a straight up multiplayer game. So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit harder to kind of on the go do stuff, but it's just like, it's just unplayable. It's a weird balance of, okay, this is really good, they've done this well, and the situation here is this just doesn't play well in terms of the servers not supporting it properly. And I kind of realized that I am playing a team-based game, and I didn't even care where my teammates went. That's kind of bad team play. But they're together, so that's cool. I'm gonna die anyways. So you get down in this, and then others can revive you, but I'm dead. So we're gonna jump in and do another squad-based one, and I'm gonna kind of maybe pay attention to what my teammates are doing in this. Okay, we're back in squads. I thought this was squads. Whatever the case, let's jump in and kill some people, which is always the goal. But like, really look into the terrain and you can see all the different setups, and it actually does flow quite well. People are usually, finding each other. It's not too difficult. You get good draw distances over the world, and the visuals aren't too terribly toned down. Where am I gonna go? A lot of treasure chests. Let's see what we get here, because we are in a busy town, so I'm probably gonna die pretty fast. I can't get over how they make the server so bad. I guess maybe they're just overloaded, but I mean, being on the Switch, it's kind of like, this is just something that happens. Although it is usually way better. Wow, okay. But you will notice there's like, no like frame drops or anything. It's just, well, none like too visible, but it's just a very clean running thing. You got a big med kit there, that's cool. I mean, Fortnite is enjoyable. I don't think it's like my favorite game ever because, I play so many, but it's very accessible. And it's something that any age can sort of play because it's not violent too much. It's very cartoony, and it's a pretty fun game that you can just play with your friends no matter where you are or what you're doing. Okay. Ow. Really, that killed me? I got a 62 on that guy's head? Unbelievable.